So you said you never played this version, Jadelyn? What about Mario
I have
Kart
not.
7?
I don't believe I did 7. I think... Gosh, now I'll have to look it up.
7's the one on 3DS.
Yeah.
No, I did not do the 3DS one. I missed the DS ones,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
even though I had one.
I had one for about a month and then I sold it. I wasn't too fond of MK7, but that's
Dang.
just me. Anyway. Yeah, unfortunately no audio since this has been streamed directly from a DS, and I'm outputting the audio from an audio jack, so it's a bit difficult to stream it over Discord, so apologies. You're not getting any game audio, unfortunately.
Oh, that's fine, as long as everything's set for you.
Okay, great.
My browser's experience is so optimized. All I have to do is type a T into my search bar, and it just defaults to twitch.tv/abel.
That is excellent.
That's good.
Says a lot about how I spend my time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also my commentators, Mikey and Puddings, of course. I should introduce you guys
Hi.
at the start.
Hi!
Okay. Right, so how do you want to do this? Do you want to just... because I believe you said you had like a little intro.
Sure.
I guess we could simulate that and then I'll just go from there.
Definitely. Let me pull up my script.
Okay.
Okay. So our next runner, Abel, is the world record holder for the Mario Kart DS 32 tracks category, as well as in all missions. He's also in the top 10 overall for time trials and was a former world champion. All right, everyone, it looks like we're all set for Abel's Mario Kart DS 32 tracks run. Abel, take it away.
Thanks so much, Jadelyn. Hello, everybody. Sorry I couldn't be there in person. My name is Abel. I'm a Mario Kart DS player from the UK. I'll be running the 32 tracks main category, which consists of playing through every track in the game against the CPUs. I'm delighted to say that on this 4th of July, I'm joined by two of America's finest players in commentary, Puddings and Mikey. If you guys want to say hello quickly.
Hello.
Hey there.
Okay, brilliant. I guess we'll just jump straight into it with the first track, Figure 8 Circuit. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
Woo!
Woohoo, let's go!
Okay, so let's just get into kind of the basic explanation of what you're going to be seeing for the entire run, demonstrated beautifully on Figure 8 Circuit. So as you're seeing, Abel's blasting out mini turbos back and forth. He's manually charging each of them, and right now he's doing a thing called snaking. Snaking, as you can see, is a technique by alternating the direction of your mini turbos. You're able to keep a boost continuously on straights, and it's pretty much the meta of this game. If you've ever seen an MKDS video, you've seen snaking. And then, as for our cart and character combo, we're using Dry Bones in the egg one. So Dry Bones is the lightest character in the game, so anytime that we're off-road, we're going to lose the least amount of speed thanks to him being lightest. And the egg one is also the lightest cart in the game, but it has pretty decent speed, great excel, and generally just a really good all-around cart to drift and drive with.
Yes.
Yes, so the egg, go on.
No, I was just going to say, the key thing about this run is that it's very reactionary. You have to be on your toes at all times. And you've got to be on the lookout on the bottom screen for any red shells, blue shells, any important sound cues, anything like that. Sorry, go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to worry about in this run. And I was just going to say, the thing with the egg one, not only is it one of the greatest carts in the game, but it's also actually the lightest. And with Dry Bones, this is actually the lightest weight combo in the game, so it can easily get bumped around by CPUs, which can be a very big problem, especially at the end of some races, once we're about to lap the CPUs and they get in our way.
Yes, it does get problematic catching the tail end of the CPUs for exactly that reason, as well as items being a bit frantic. But this is now Yoshi Falls. I believe this had a very, very interesting tool-assisted innovation in Mario Kart Wii, where you can complete an 11-second lap by jumping onto the Yoshi egg you see there in the distance.
So it's interesting you say that. Actually, the shortcut lap task, which by the way bounces off that egg, which is totally absurd. Actually, it was improved to, I kid you not, 6.969 seconds.
Wow, really?
I remember that, yeah.
Even I didn't know
So-
that. That's really cool.
Incredible.
Pretty classic Carter moment there.
So that was a blue shell
Oh,
dodge
nice
I
blue
did
shell.
there
Oh.
just on the finish line. Very, very simple technique. It's a lot of people think it has a very precise frame window, but in fact it's quite simple to perform. You execute a mini turbo, hold it until it's hovering over you, release it, and hop out of the way by holding a direction.
Yeah, it's something that I think you'll probably learn pretty early on when you get started with this game. It's not that hard to perform. It's like at least 8 frames, if not more, like the window to do it. So you can definitely do it very easily, and it feels really cool to do. You feel like you're cheating the system.
Definitely.
Absolutely. One of the coolest things to see in this game. So now we're up to Cheap Cheap Beach, and this is the first track where we're going to start seeing cycles on tracks. So there's going to be a lot of obstacles in our way throughout the entire run, whether it be enemies or like moving water like this. And all of these operate on a cycle, which means depending on what time it says on the timer, we'll be able to know where exactly all these obstacles are. So if we're going a certain speed, if we're not losing too much time, then we'll be able to go through. Oh, nice dodge! Nice dodge is incredible. If we're going fast enough, then we'll be able to go through some of the water while it's not on high tide, and we could go through it pretty fast. The good thing about the Egg 1, it can usually mini turbo through a lot of off-road, including water. If the water's too deep, then we won't be able to. But yeah, it's looking to be a very excellent Cheap Cheap Beach so far. And here we see the CPUs are now getting in the way while Luigi just bumped us into the wall. That's something you gotta watch out for. We got his revenge. We got revenge.
That
on
was
him,
his
though, with that
punishment,
green shell.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was intentional, trust
Should-
me.
Amazing.
Shouldn't mess with us. Yeah, so this is the last track of the Mushroom Cup, Luigi's Mansion. This is also the site of one of the more recent shortcut discoveries in the game. We're not going to be seeing it RTA because it is dual frame perfect, but we can kind of do a special jump where we jump off the left end of the entrance to the mansion. We can drop down into this room here, and it saves about a second and a half. Only, I think, 3 or 4 people have landed it RTA, including myself. And believe me, it is the worst. So, as for the rest of the track here, Luigi's Mansion really has kind of 2 parts to it. We're going to be going through the mansion and then also the mud section. And the mud section is kind of our first experience with really low traction environments. So we're going to be trying to stay on those sort of grass islands as much as possible. Also, we're going to try not to hit walls, but, you know, we can only do so much.
Of course, yeah. Alright, so while we're still here, Abel's just going to drive this track very well. We're going to explain what kind of items we're going to be looking out for in this run. So one of the biggest issues, arguably even worse than the blue shell, is the red shell. The red shell, they go really fast, they always manage to hit you, and they have this fun little property where they're able to actually hit you from the side and not from your back. So say you're holding a banana behind you and you think you'll be safe from a red shell, odds are you won't if you're snaking a certain way. So sometimes you'll see Abel stop snaking for a bit just to make sure that the red shell doesn't hit him. But a lot of times, if you're going around a certain turn, it's just bound to happen. For other items, there's of course the blue shell, the lightning, which is complete RNG and can cost about 5 to 8 seconds. The boo, if potentially an item gets stolen. The blooper sometimes can get in our way.
Don't never underestimate the blooper.
Absolutely. In this run, the blooper can be a big problem.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, the blooper, you got the bottom screen, you just couldn't see it. No. The blooper can really mess you up. So here's one thing we're going to be seeing here as well. Abel has a technique called PRB, or Prolonged Rocket Boost. So how he did that was he got the perfect start boost at the beginning of the race, which is a 3-frame window, and he was able to continuously chain his mini turbos such that the boost, so that he gets the next mini turbo before the boost from the previous mini turbo expires, and that allows him to kind of trick the game into allowing him to drive off-road without losing any speed. And it was discovered on Christmas Eve 2005, a couple weeks after the game, by a Japanese player by the name of Min. And he gave us the best Christmas gift we could ever ask for.
Absolutely, and despite the West having the game for about a little more than a month more than Japan, the Japanese players still found out PRB before we did.
Okay, we're almost done here with Desert Hills. And we'll be moving on to Delfino Square, which I believe is probably your favorite track, Mikey. It's fair to say.
Yep, my favorite track. And before we leave Desert Hills, Puddings, I believe you have something to say about this track.
This will be one of the first test questions you're going to be on. Desert Hills has the only clockwise rotating skybox in the entire game. You will never unknow that.
Incredible.
Also, shout-outs to...
I will keep.
Shout-outs to Keveridge, previous runner at GDQ, who described the Piantas as Delfinos. I'll never forget
It's been
that.
a scourge that's been tricking us for years. I call them Delfinos now because of that run.
I can't believe it. Alright, anyway, Delfino Square. So yeah, I really love this track. It was actually yet another track to have a new glitch discovered in the last few months. So you saw right there before, there's a little section to the left of the road that has a dock underneath it. If you jump off the little ledge right there, and then you perform a frame-perfect hop on one of the walls up ahead, then you could land in the grass just a bit before that rainbow boost panel bridge, and that saves a good couple seconds. Once again, it's a really hard shortcut to perform. Only a couple people have done it, but definitely something very cool to see. There are still a good few shortcuts in this track that don't break the game. You saw Abel on lap 1 perform the mud shortcut without a mushroom. You can carefully mini-turbo through that section. Very narrow, very hard to get MTs out right there. But that saves a little bit of time. But now on lap 3, Abel's going to perform something a little bit harder. This is the dock shortcut.
Oh, what a sneaky banana.
Wow. So he's going to jump off the ledge to the left and hopefully land onto the dock below. And this saves a good fraction of a second. Here we go. Very nice.
We got it.
Yeah, so there's a variety of routes that you can take, and I think we saw Abel do all 3 this run. And right there at the end, Abel unfortunately got to the bridge a little bit late. The faster that you get to that final bridge, the faster your time will be. It means, like, you get rewarded for driving faster by getting a better bridge cycle.
Just another reason why I love that track. Anyway, Waluigi Pinball. I think this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Not only is this a fan favorite track, but yet another new shortcut track. So now Abel's actually going to hopefully demonstrate this. Going to slow down right here. We're hopefully going to get some mushrooms. And just...
Okay, one's good enough. One's good enough.
Yep, we'll try it right here. So coming up on the left, we're going to come off this little zipper and try to hit the wall. And... unfortunately didn't get it. So what you can do is... right there, if you are to hit the wall and the ground at about the same time, then perform a frame-perfect hop, then just tilt right a little bit. You'll hopefully lunge all the way upward, go over an invisible wall, and then land right down here in the pinball section. This saves about 8 seconds, and definitely one of the craziest shortcuts we've ever seen in this whole game. It was discovered just a few months ago. As of right now, about 30 people have performed it, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, so the credit for the shortcut, I know we're going to talk a little bit about the actual track after this, but
yes,
hopefully. But the shortcut was discovered by 2 players, Zuma de Papaya and Guan Long X. And it was just a landmark discovery, and since then the time trial world record has gone from a 155 to a 135, just to give a bit of context on how insane this shortcut is. And as you saw right there, Abel managed to squeeze right past the pinball there, by doing a technique called a bumper boost, or however we want to call it, by releasing your mini turbo into the bumper and then letting it go and jumping. You can kind of preserve the extra push that it gives you into the air, and it saves a little bit of time. We do it in time trials especially.
And no, before you ask, chat, you cannot do this shortcut shroomless, sadly. Only in a tool-assisted... tool-assisted environment. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, if you can manage to do frame-perfect left-right rapid fire, then yes, you can do it shroomless, but...
Yeah, not humanly possible, unfortunately.
Actually,
Well,
up for debate.
Because no one's ever done it.
So that's Waluigi Pinball. We'll be moving on now to Shroom Ridge. I forgot for a second. Very, very cycle-based.
How long have you been playing this game for?
20 years almost. Kind of embarrassing, isn't it? But yeah, I'm going to be going for the PRB strat here, so I'm just going to be quiet for a second.
This is a very difficult PRB to pull off, but let's see. Abel's doing very good so far. And
Hey, we got it.
incredible! Wow.
Well
So that's
done.
one of the hardest PRB strats to hit in the game because of all the complex terrain and the cars all zooming around everywhere.
Yes,
This
this
is one
was
of-
innovated by. Sorry to cut you off there, Puddings. This was innovated by TB1, I believe, in mid 2008. So quite some time ago now.
Yeah, and it's been refined to the point where we start doing the world record does PRB all 3 laps somehow. We're not even sure how it's done, and somebody's done it.
It's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, so one of the things we need to be extra wary of, again, this is a very cycle-based track, so keeping track of what pace we're on, you know, seeing where the cars are going to be. Anybody who's played this track a lot will know kind of where their cars are going to be on the pace that they're going to usually be driving, but items can always get in the way of that.
Of course. Thankfully, I don't think we've seen too many harsh items lately in the last few races, so pretty good RNG so far.
Don't worry, we're saving all the disaster for Rainbow Road.
Oh, absolutely. Historically has never gone well in an RTA event, but maybe today will be the day.
Make sure to leave your good luck in the chat. We need it. We need every little bit of luck to get through Rainbow Road and show off everything we want to.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, go ahead and donate for all of the good luck so that we can have a perfect Rainbow Road run.
Ooh,
Oh, we got a gold.
I
Wow.
just got a gold
That was-
split.
Completely unnecessary.
Amazing.
Yes, but please send in your donations, chat.
Okay.
Reminder for chat: you're all given 1 million Able bucks, so please put your imaginary donations in chat because we actually have our donation reader Jadelyn in the call with us to read the donations.
Yeah, if you guys in chat today would like to put in your Able Buck donations, I will happily read those out during the donation readings.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so
So anyway,
much.
we have DK Pass, and as I didn't get to describe, this is the greatest tourist attraction in all of MKDS. At the highest point on the track, we have a little mountain, and there's a special item box up there. We like to call it the Magic Item Box because it can give you, as you can see, triple mushrooms, even if you're in first place.
Yeah, so the item pool for it is triple mushrooms or a star. Those are the 2 most likely, about 90% of the time. There's also a chance you get a single mushroom or the dreaded 1 in 200 red shell, which we've gotten before. It's very rare, but it's very funny when it comes up.
Got another
this
blue
is
coming up.
definitely-
I
yeah.
could not
Inconvenient
dodge it.
timing.
Yeah, I could not dodge it there because I was still taking some air time, so it was a bit difficult to hop out of the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there are some times where, oh my god, no. There are some times where you're just unable to dodge a blue shell, whether it be you're in the air or you're on a certain turn where you just can't dodge it in time, or just any other mishaps happen. It could be whatever, but most of the time we're able to dodge them pretty well. But yeah, so for the rest of DK Pass, we didn't really describe the track. Not too much going on. Definitely one of the more difficult ones. A lot of time travelers aren't too fond of this track, especially this section right here where we have to do some very interesting MTs and jumping around. What Abel did right there is actually very difficult. Oh, and he hit the snowball
Yeah,
too.
there are a few polygons that make up the downhill here. Just a few, though.
Yeah, you can see them if you look closely.
I will say I am currently playing this on a PSP Vita. No, I'm kidding. But I do get this question asked quite a lot. But I am playing on original Nintendo DS hardware. So it's not emulated or anything like that. Anyway,
Yep.
Tick-Tock Clock, very, very cycle-based track based off of the Super Mario 64 launch title for Nintendo 64.
Oh, yeah. So, as you said, cycles, but this is going to make cycles very interesting. So, we have a lot of different things we need to keep track of on this track. So there's the opening clock face, there's the pendulum there, these gears, and the final sort of clock spinning dial, whatever you call it. And all of these are going to be at different places on different paces, and it's up to us to kind of remember where these are and react accordingly. So since we lost a bit of time at the beginning, we're probably not going to be able to cut straight across the clock face.
Oh, we could
Oh, we
have
could have probably,
side.
yeah, could have gone from the right, but we're not going to expect Able to know every single cycle when it
I
happens.
haven't seen these cycles in 15 years, believe me.
Yeah, at least we're getting all the bad luck out of the way here. Like, we got shock, red shell, banana, we got it all now.
True that. My god, my mind's gone blank. I apologize. I was going to say something.
Oh, were we going to talk about the shortcut that only one person has ever done here?
That's kind of lame.
That's true. Do we want to talk about the pendulum that can crash the game if you manipulate RNG?
I suppose, if you want to touch on that.
I was just gonna make a joke
I
about
mean,
how
that's-
that's the thing in Mario 64, not in this game.
Yeah, I was just gonna say about the items is that like, so not only are they just annoying, they seem to always, maybe this is perception bias, but they always seem to kind of come in waves and they always hit you all at once. So, I mean, that's kind of what you call it, getting Mario Karted.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So now moving on to Mario Circuit, I'm going to be attempting a full lap of PRB and a first of quite a few shortcuts that you'll be seeing across this run. So I'll just be quiet for a second.
Yep, so Abel's going to try to hold PRB until about halfway through the track, and he's going to be able to cut through this dirt right here, which saves a considerable amount of time. And it's actually going to hold PRB for a little bit longer just to take these corners ever so tighter. And then we're coming up to a shortcut where we're going to hopefully jump over this wall. Here it comes.
Missed it.
You got it.
So how that shortcut works basically is there's a little piece of geometry right before that wall. That's kind of raised up a little bit, and if you jump right on the edge of it, you can get your momentum to carry you over the wall, and you get to cut out one of those final 2 U-turns.
Yes.
And saves a little over a second.
You can perform this shortcut without a mushroom or without PRB being active, so I'm going to perform it now. It gives me a bit more of room to set it up. So let's see. I got a bit more height there, but I didn't quite get it.
Yeah, the hitbox on the side there is a bit higher than you'd think it would be. It's a little bit higher visually than the actual wall is. So,
And that was a really tragic
that's
mistake.
brutal.
Yeah,
Triple threat right there.
that's definitely happened more than once before, and I need to be really careful about that.
Hmm. Those goobas, they're hard to dodge
Oh,
sometimes.
we hate those goobas. Yeah, so this shortcut, I mean, we've been mentioning it a lot, but Abel actually, I think there's a reason why he's kind of opposed to making it. Abel famously lost one of his world records back when this was discovered in 2014, just thanks to, it saving so much time. And ever since then, he's been morally opposed to the use of this shortcut, but we're glad that he's trying it for us today.
Of course, for charity.
Yep, it's for the kids. Alright, so Airship Fortress is next. So this one's based off Super Mario Bros. 3, the airship levels, if you remember. This one technically also has a brand new shortcut, although it's never been performed by anyone yet. It's only been done in Tool Assist. It's been discovered by iMath, also known as Rob. So it involves jumping on the heads of the rocky wrenches that you saw before. You could jump off one and then hit a mole and do another frame-perfect jump to skip a good portion and land right before the cannon. We don't know how much it saves because, again, it's only been done in tasks, and it involves waiting for a cycle as well as having to go forward, hit a checkpoint, and then go backwards again.
It's got a lengthy setup, but maybe we'll see it someday.
Oh.
But in the meantime, it's still a very tricky track. A lot of narrow corridors here, lots of treacherous fire and boxes. I hate those crates so much. Placed in just the right way to annoy you, but
Yeah. I'd like to add that it's, in my opinion, completely shocking that this track didn't get added for the Booster Course Pack. Like, practically the whole community was screaming for it. For the final wave, I mean, for 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, I love this track. I would have loved to see it come
Yeah,
back. But,
I really would have liked that.
it is what it is.
Okay, we're heading into the final lap now, and we'll be concluding the Star Cup, and then coming up is the Special Cup, which you'll see why it's special. Plenty of item boxes and a lot of items coming our way. In particular, Wario Stadium, which has a lot of red shells for whatever reason, and of course the infamous Rainbow Road.
Oh yes, that's going to be a very exciting one. Stay tuned. And here we are, ending Airship Fortress, and now we will be moving on to the Special Cup, starting with Wario Stadium.
Yes. One particular technique that I'd like to touch on here is the fact that you can restart your rocket boost from the start here on the boost pads, which we'll find a bit further down the track, and that'll basically allow us to regain our immunity to off-road by being able to snake. So I'm going to perform that now, just by drifting off it.
Very cool PRB strategy right here. We skip these hills, which is actually faster to just go around them, and then we go through the dirt here to take this turn a little bit tighter, and then we skip the hills once again. And now something very special. We're going to jump off this hill. Oh, we didn't make it, unfortunately.
And we get punished for missing.
So what was meant to happen there was you would go out of bounds, and Lakita would pick you up just before the finish line, place you there, and it saves around 1 second.
Yes.
So that's one of the RTA kind of viable shortcuts that we're going to be going for in this run. We're definitely going to see it lap 2, I think. There's just kind of a meme with Wario Stadium where it's just like, you know, why drive it normally when you can just PRB around all of the obstacles and not play the track?
Fully agree. Okay, so the shortcut here is actually quite easier to line up with R. We got blue shelled, so it's not going to happen on lap 2 either. Just a bit of bad luck. Nothing new for me. But yeah, it's actually easier to line up when you don't have PRB.
There's also a little strategy we do when we don't make that shortcut. As you saw, Abel almost jumped over all of those little hill mounds in one jump. This was discovered by a player known as Keverage, formerly known as K-Mac, and he dubbed this as the K-Mac Hill Clear Supreme.
Isn't that the coolest name ever?
It is, honestly. I love it.
I wish I was around in 2006 to come up with this stuff.
That's unfortunate.
It's okay. I'm going to be able to do it here. There we go.
There we go.
And we made it.
Yeah. So it basically works. You just trigger a key checkpoint on the other end, and Abel just gets to respawn on the end, and it's a cool little thing. Saves a little bit of time.
Yes. Now, Peach Gardens is very monotonous track, I'd say, so I think maybe we can go ahead and possibly read a few of those donations that came through.
Sure, thanks so much, and I'm glad that this is going so well so far. We have $11 from Rev that says, "Good luck with the run, Abel. Hope to see you all at an event if it all goes well. Happy 4th of July." Happy 4th of July to you too, Rev. We also have $30 from S.A. So Silly. $30 from Egg One's third tire. Repair me, please. And we also have things for incentives that I will plug here because this is a pretty long track, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we'll probably actually talk about the track for like one lap and then cut to donations.
Yeah,
Sure.
I think so.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm familiar with this track, so it should be pretty good for donations.
Yeah, actually, I really love the remake of this track, actually.
They did
I like
a
that you
really
go
good job
backward.
with it. That third lap and the backwards lap is so crazy.
I'd like to actually mention something about that third lap. So the world champion in this game, MK Dasher, I'm not sure if you've heard of him, Jadalyn.
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay, great. So he was actually playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe not too long ago in a lobby with me on stream. And we got to Peach Gardens, and he doesn't regularly play this game at all, 8 Deluxe. He got to lap 3, and it completely freaked him out because of how,
He also clearly hasn't played mission mode, where you also play this track backwards in there.
Oh my god, look at the items.
Oh, wow.
So many items, yeah.
Incredible.
What is this, Mario Kart Wii? But anyway, so that was Peach Gardens. We'll be moving on to Bowser Castle. Very technical track. It's you have to endure a lot here. Lots of slip drifting that I'm doing here. I don't know if one of you could care to explain what slip drifting is.
Yeah, I got
slip
it.
drifting.
Oh yeah, you
got it. Okay.
Oh,
So
gosh,
slip drifting is it's very simple. It's essentially starting another drift while you're in the air. This prevents you from needing to do a little hop once you start the drift, which makes you go ever so slightly faster.
Yeah, it's easy to chain those when you're going to be going off of little jumps like the stairs there. And so this track is just a technical masterpiece when it's all kind of put together nicely. It's nearly 2 minutes of constant snaking and getting mini turbos out in really tight environments like this bridge. I can't even do that consistently, but we're going to be seeing also here, this is probably the most impressive stuff if you ever are new to this game, is getting mini turbos and snaking on this bridge is insane.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that varies every lap. So usually on lap 2, it'll go, I believe, clockwise, and it'll go counterclockwise on lap 1. And then by the time you get to lap 3, well, it just goes all over the place. It's very difficult to maneuver yourself around. Okay,
Yeah, the world record for the track actually like just hits like the next cycle on that bridge, gets there just so early that it's switching between directions, and it makes it even harder to drive on.
Yep, Tiger, one of the probably most... Oh, that's a big mistake from me. But Japanese...
No, we're just showing off the alternate routes, okay.
Yeah. But I was just saying, Tiger, one of the, if not the most exciting prospect to come out of the Mario Kart scene from Japan. My God, I'm getting pushed around. This is the issue I was talking about with catching the tail end of the CPUs. Ooh, that was super cool, actually.
Oh, amazing.
That was...
So there's a little shortcut you can do at the end where you skip the last turn and you can hit the finish line as you're falling into the lava. It saves a little bit of time. Abel did a bit of an improvised version since he fell off before. Anyway, we're on Rainbow Road now. Very difficult track. Everyone, please wish Abel good luck because this is incredibly difficult. We have some really hard shortcuts, and there's going to be items.
Yeah, so this is a very chaotic track. I don't think we're going to go for anything lap 1, just where we want to get a little bit further away from the computers, especially Bowser. He's a bit of a wild card right now.
Yes.
But we're going to be seeing, hopefully, 2 different shortcuts, the loop skip and the pipe jump. So the loop skip was discovered in 2014, and it basically allows us to go from that spiral you see off to the left all the way into the first kind of corkscrew there, and saves several seconds. And then the second skip is the pipe skip, discovered pretty much early on in the game's history, I think near launch, and allows us to drive past. Actually, I'll let this.
This is super unlucky. I can't do it, so I'm gonna hopefully do it for lap 2.
Oh my gosh, and Bowser's right there. Jeez.
I know.
We had 2 blue shells, one right after another.
That within a minute.
This is typical. Yeah. So
we're not going for it this lap, but hopefully we can show it off next lap.
Gives me more time to explain what we're going to be doing on lap 3. So in lap 3, the pipe skip is you drive past the set of rings and you turn around, and you drive off the track to the left, and you drive past that kind of floating pipe in the air. And if you get your trajectory just right, you can cross all the required key checkpoints. Yes, those work in this game. This is not MKWii, and this is not MK64, so it works. And we can skip a significant portion of the track.
Yeah, I just had a really bad Rainbow Road, sadly. It's just been one thing after the other.
I think you still have enough time to get the...
Yeah, I think I'll have enough time to do this one here.
For the fans.
Yeah.
No shock either. We're good.
Even in hotfix events, we haven't had luck with this track.
So that's the pipe
nice
shortcuts.
shortcut.
Yes, you basically mini turbo and jump to the left of the pipe, and then Lucky 2 will pick you up, and it saves 1 second, cutting the latter section of the track. Sadly, we're clocking in at 2:18, which is quite poor, but it's owing to some quite bad RNG.
Yeah, the world record there is 137, and you should definitely check it out, MK Dasher.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So here we are, the retro tracks. We've made it halfway through the run. So here is Mario Circuit 1, the very first Mario Kart track. I was actually playing this today in SMK itself. And this is basically kind of our PRB playground. We're going to just be taking the road as a suggestion here, constantly going off-road and keeping PRB to save boatloads of time over driving the normal way.
Okay.
Yeah, so PRB is very useful on this track in particular because instead of taking this whole turn right here, you just go through that sand and cut off a lot of it. We lost it lap 3, but still having it for 2 laps is very nice.
40 seconds, not too bad.
Yeah, so a really good time on this track is only around 38 seconds, very short. And now we have Moo Moo Farm.
Yeah, this one's very annoying, owing to, again, how many red shelter CPUs tend to get. Very similar to Wario Stadium. So we're just going to do our best to hug the fence here and blast out as many mini-turbos as possible.
The optimal strategy here for this track is to just kind of stay towards the right fence and never leave it and get these like slip drifts and these drifts right next to the wall. And we're gonna hopefully, avoid all the red shells and avoid all the moles. Luckily, the moles are all very predictable, unlike Mario Kart 64, where the moles are completely random, even in time trials. We know when the moles are going to come out, and they also kind of forecast their movement a little bit better. So we know what they're doing.
Yeah, I kind of prefer this track on 100cc, if I'm being honest. But it gets a lot of unnecessary hate, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a challenging track, but it's rewarding, and I actually also prefer this track at 100cc, mostly because I get to hit Abel with clutch bomb throws against moles
against the mole
in midair.
Right. One of the coolest things to ever happen in this game's history, if I'm being honest. Also, say hi to the cows while we still can. Everyone in chat, please say hi to the cows.
Hi, cows.
Yeah.
All right, Peach Circuit. This is a track I deeply love. Not the way that Abel's playing it, but I'm sure he'll learn. So this is from Mario Kart Super Circuit, where it's the opening track in that game. And we're going to just be using PRB to do as PRB does, just drive off-road and kind of ignore the intended route as much as possible and just have fun at full speed.
Yep, we just got to watch out for these trees. They could be in our way and cause us to stop. But actually, at the very start of this track in time trials, top players will actually hit the first tree on purpose. That allows them to shift their momentum to the left and take the turn a little bit tighter. We call it the tree clip. Very cool to see.
It honestly looks like a bug. If you ever watch the current world record or any of the recent times there, it looks like the game's like not working correct when you hit it.
Yeah.
That was
Very
really
nice
good.
full PRB.
Thank you. So moving on to our first double dash track, which is Luigi Circuit. It's very beginner friendly for practicing PRB, kind of like Wario Stadium. It allows you to recover the rocket boost state and just cut the off-road here. Just watch out for the chain chomp.
Chain chomp's usually not a problem, but sometimes he'll just be weirdly reactive, and you got to watch out for that. But I think the biggest kind of thing to look out for on this track is the two-way road there in the middle. Especially in laps 2 and 3, we're going to be encountering CPUs head-on. That is true. The Chain Chomp's name is Brayden, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Right, yes.
Shoutouts to Chain Chomp Brayden, Trials of Death player, Mario Maker. But yeah, we're going to be trying to watch out for the oncoming computers, like so.
There we go.
But they can also do this, like so.
Yep.
And they can throw items at you with very, very little time to react to them. So it's very difficult. You always need to be keeping an eye out. And even if you keep an eye out, sometimes there's just nothing you can do.
Exactly. Like you'll be just going right past Daisy, and she'll just send a blue shell right at you, and there's nothing you can do.
The en passant blue shell.
Exactly. Oh, just one more thing to note: you cannot dodge blue shells when you're tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There will be times when we get hit with a blue shell and the lightning at around the same time, and it's just the worst. But yeah, finishing the Shell Cup, we're now moving on to the Banana Cup. We have SNES Donut Plains 1. This is another PRB track, so hopefully we'll be able to keep PRB here. So this track is not typically driven with the Egg 1. It's actually normally with the Dry Bomber, which is a little bit slower, but has much better control, can take turns a lot tighter. So you can see we're going kind of awkwardly, going pretty wide to take these turns correctly with the Egg 1. But it is still much faster if we have PRB. Yeah, so Egg 1 actually recently took the world record on PRB for this track about 2 years ago when it was performed by MK Dasher and Taiga. And it's just a very incredible thing to see. They have to be very careful on these turns. We did lose PRB, but again, seeing it for 2 laps is very impressive.
Yeah. I think that Donut Plains 1 is home to some of the most impressive road records in both PRB and non-PRB. The stuff that Taiga pulls off in his first sub-51 run is insane, but also we have to give shoutouts to Cole Edwards, aka Dr. Mario, for his 54-second run here in non-PRB. Only person to ever break that barrier. Almost 4 years later, still unchallenged.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Canadian champion Cole Edwards. Next track is Frappe Snowland, one of my personal favorites from any of the Mario Kart games. I didn't get PRB here at the beginning, but I'm still going to perform a little cut here that skips some dead zone. So that was it.
Yeah, very nice. As for the rest of the track, there's not too much going on. We just gotta watch out for these snowmen right here. We're gonna do a little off-road cut where we go on this hill, and it saves a little bit of time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would just say that like the main things to kind of look out for in this track is once again we are on a track with kind of poor traction, so we're gonna want to kind of adjust how we're doing our mini turbos according to the lower speed and kind of the drift from everything. So it definitely punishes poorer timing, especially in this section coming up here with the snowmen, where if you don't release this mini turbo right here, like at the right time, and your snaking lines get messed up a little bit, you're going to be just heading straight for Snowman City, and you don't want to be there.
I just want to cut you off there and say thank you for the raid, Gremlin. I really do appreciate it. I do apologize if there's a slight lack of interaction with the chat. We're just getting prepared for a Games Done Quick run tomorrow. But I really do appreciate the raid. Thank you so much, and hope you guys are doing okay.
Yep, so normally we would probably read some imaginary donations right now, but yeah, thank you very much for the raid. We are currently practicing our commentary and speedrunning for the Games Done Quick run tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be Abel running Mario Kart DS 32 tracks and commentated by me and my good friend Puddings, and Jalen is here to read donations. So tune in tomorrow if you can. It's going to be a very fun time.
Yes, thank you everybody for being here. We appreciate it. If you want to put fake donations in the chat, I will happily read them during donation time. You can put an Abel dollar, Abel $1 million. There's free dollars everywhere. Just put a donation in the chat. I will happily read it.
Yes.
All right, Bowser Castle 2, the second one. So this comes from Super Circuit, and it's actually a game that contains a total of 7 Bowser Castles. So if you really like Bowser Castles, play some Super Circuit. And what we're seeing here is called the Zaghetto Strat. So this was discovered by Miguel Rodriguez, aka Zaghetto, a Dutch former world champion from 2006. And we just kind of jump over the wall there, and it skips that last zipper ramp and saves a little bit of time over, driving over everything and losing our momentum a bit.
If you guys are familiar, you must be familiar with Siglemic! This is kind of like the equivalent, but for MKDS. So that's another one there.
Yep, very cool to see. Besides that, this track, not too much going on, especially with the CPUs, because,
that is unlucky. That really is unlucky.
Yeah, I was just about to say, usually the luck isn't too bad on this track, since there's only 7 item boxes across the entire track.
Yeah,
oh,
the
yes,
fewest
that's right.
of any track in the game. So we don't usually see a lot of CPU interference, but I mean, even in this track, sometimes we'll get got.
Yeah, the lightning can always be pulled by 8th and 7th place.
Actually, it's just 8th place.
Oh, really? I thought it was 7th too.
Yeah, it's 8th place, and it's a 1 in 8 chance.
Okay, I'm probably thinking of the bullet bill, but yeah, 8th place is the only one that could get the lightning.
Clearly haven't studied your MKDS item tables. That's going to be on the quiz, Mikey.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Teach.
Okay, so the following track is one which took GCN Mario Circuit slot, which is a big sin, Baby Park.
Yeah, so we're not huge fans of Baby Park in Mario Kart DS, mostly because it's a very stripped down version of both its Double Dash and a Deluxe alternative. But also, up until very close to release, this track was supposed to be Mario Circuit from Double Dash, but was replaced last minute, most likely to avoid there being 2 Mario Circuits, even though there's 2 Luigi Circuits in the game. We'll never really truly know, but...
Yeah, I think Nintendo just didn't want us to have too much fun with this game. So yeah, we hate this one. I think we have time for a couple donations right here.
Sure, go ahead and get some of those donations. Sparkling Image Car Wash donates 15 cents. Hey Abel, is M&M's Kart Racing or Mario Kart DS better? The correct answer is M&M's Kart Racing.
Oh.
Hot takes.
Actually, as somebody who was actually speedrun M&M's Kart Racing, no.
Well, we have one more. We have 69 billion from Draco the Dancing Dino that says, "Hello, Mr. Marks. I hope the rest of this run goes well for you, and I hope you like my expensive donation. Stay strong and keep dancing."
Thank you very much.
Love it. So now we're on Koopa Beach 2. Abel is doing some very nice PRV right here. We're just cutting a bit of the grass, seaweed, whatever this stuff is. We really don't know. It's very strange. But yeah, entering lap 3, it's a very short track. It's more or less a glorified circle. We go over the water for a little bit. Okay, barely
that
did
was
not
close.
fall into
Okay.
the water there. Incredible.
Yeah.
Barely avoided that fake item box. We're cutting it very close.
So, speaking of falling in the water, though, here at the end, we're going to be driving wide to the right, and the finish line extends all the way out into the water there, so we're able to cut a little bit of time by just trying to taking a direct line straight to the finish line instead of, being lame.
Yes. Now, N64 Choco Mountain. Many of you are probably thinking, do the shortcut. Well, we're not in MK64, so we cannot do a Weather Tenko, unfortunately. So we'll be driving the track in its entirety. But it's a nice drive. I do like the strategy that is used here. So
this is a pretty, it's a very, not visually interesting track, I would say. Very brown, very gray. But, so it's a little bit difficult to kind of gauge your pace. And we saw Abel almost get hit with a boulder there. Depending on how fast you're going, you can sometimes beat one of those boulders and get some really cool tricks off. And this is, I would say, one of the more difficult tracks to kind of master at a high level because the track is pretty narrow, and those walls, they're diagonal, kind of sloping, means that you don't just bump into them, you just kind of lose all of your momentum if you hit the walls in this track. And given the current strat that is done in time trial world records, you're going to be snaking with a cart that's like twice as wide as this. So I guess we can give a brief shout out to, I want to say, 2 players who really have had a great effect on this track. The first one is, if anybody's heard of him, SMB1 speedrunner Lakuki from Brazil, who invented the current strat that we use in the world record today, back in 2018. And also Matthew Utter from Scotland, who is, I would say, this track's biggest fan, and has been a multi-time world record holder for over 16 years here.
he's my dad, basically. But no,
He's everybody's dad in Mario Kart.
Yep.
Shoutouts to Mario Kart Dad.
I was going to say something here, completely forgot, so I'll just skip it. No, never mind. I'll just skip it. So, ending here, lap 3. This was Choco Mountain. We'll be heading into GBA Luigi Circuits, the second Luigi circuit in the game, coming from Mario Kart Super Circuits. The key thing here is to cycle your items correctly, avoid the puddles, PRB the beginning here, but sadly you cannot PRB the whole way because the boost length of the Egg 1 and also navigating these corners is very, very difficult. So
yeah, so there's kind of an online kind of myth back in the day where this is one of the tracks that was not included in the online. Only 20 out of the 32 tracks were playable online by default in this game. And this is one of the tracks that a lot of Japanese players who were not familiar with the layout used to call the maze because of its kind of twisting turns and difficult to navigate layout. And in fact, there's actually one thing, if we see the bottom screen here, it actually looks like a person from a wet floor sign. This is clearly indicative of somebody who has just freshly slipped on one of this track's many puddles.
I see that, but I also see a dog stretching, to be fair.
Yeah. If you see it one way or the other, tell us about it in a donation.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
We want to see all those donations. Do you see the wet floor sign or do you see the stretching dog? Let me know.
Yep. It's up for interpretation, but one more fun fact about this track. As of a couple years ago, since the Egg 1 was the new world record kart for Donut Plains 1, this Luigi Circuit 2 is now the only track in the game where Dry Bomber has the world record on PRB. All these tight corners make it really good with its high handling to maintain PRB throughout the entire track, and it's very impressive to see.
Yep.
Yes.
So here we have a track that has a very difficult beginning. We're going to hope that the computers don't completely mash us into the wall here.
Not
Oh,
close.
we just narrowly avoided Bowser. That was very stressful. But once we escape that, it's kind of free running. This track is a little bit downgraded from its Double Dash version. We're not going to be able to drive up on the bridge, or there's no secret other paths. In fact, the shortcut that you see in kind of the first half of the track is actually just straight up slower. Usually in time trials anyways, unless you're like a top 5 level player. But this is a pretty simple track in terms of racing. The cars that are on the track only move in one direction, so we can very easily predict where they're going to be.
Yeah, One other thing I'd like to say, the blooper item is so severely underrated. People always call it very, very useless, but it really does obscure your lines a lot, and yeah, has often killed world record paces for myself, so never underestimate the blooper.
My gosh. I was really scared you were going to hit Mario there and get launched into the car.
I wasn't even, I was too focused on my explanation, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm sorry,
gold,
that's
wow,
somehow a gold
again?
split? I don't
Jeez,
understand.
That was huge. Okay, so
was
we're
going
into
off
the final
today.
cup here. The Lightning Cup. We're starting off with Choco Island 2. This is a track that is very, very polarizing in this game, but also just in general in the series, I feel like. Very difficult track with a lot of annoying obstacles that Abel is hopefully going to use his PRB expertise to just drive around.
We hit the bump.
Yeah.
So yeah, those bumps are evil, designed by some terrible, vengeful employee at Nintendo, where basically if you go over one of them, you just kind of lose, like that, you lose all of your momentum and your speed, and you just kind of get this predictable arch movement, and you just don't want to hit it. So players at the top level tend to enjoy it because they can use PRB to just drive around all of it, but for all of us middle and lower level players, it's just a nightmare to get through.
Yeah, not to mention, slippery terrain, the piranha plants, the bland color and music. There's not much to like about this track.
Yeah, unless you're Swiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a particularly great race. But yeah, N64 Banshee Boardwalk, a really important one in the Abel extended universe, I guess. We're going to see Bubba the fish, who is the native creature of this track. We're going to see him now pop up on our screen. Hello, Bubba.
It's Bubba!
Everybody,
Everybody say hi to Bubba.
hello, Bubba. Hi, Bubba in chat. If you have the emo, make sure to send it. We love Bubba here at the Abel kind of community, and honestly, MKDS in general loves him. He appears both at the end of the 32 tracks run and the missions run to kind of cheer for you and make sure that you're going to have the strength and the motivation to finish out the run. So we really appreciate Bubba for that.
Yeah, what I'm going to try and do now is feed him a banana. Let's see if we can succeed.
Yes, Bubba needs his potassium. Here we go.
Did he?
Oh, that was close.
That was very, very close, actually.
So we actually won't ever know if we're feeding him because Bubba has no solid hitboxes. We've tried kind of interacting with him, but yeah, no, you can't bounce off of him. Everything just goes through him.
Yeah, Bubba would never hurt anyone. He's the kindest soul in the sea.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's a lot more to say about this track other than Bubba. Perhaps a donation or two could be read out.
Absolutely. Sir Lampsalot donates $2. The off-road on KB2 is lily pads. Change my mind. We're getting all the hot takes here. So please, if you have a hot MK take, send it in. We also have 50p from Jimmy C, the sound lad. Abel, would you be able to get some cheeky Matza Kart 8 games going?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, I would.
Amazing.
Wonderful. We had a real bits donation from James that says 50. It was 50 bits. Keep it up. So thank you for the 50 bits.
Thank you, James.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. So now we're moving on to Sky Garden. We're going to get this out of the way really quick before Abel starts. Abel's going to perform some PRB here and attempt to do a very difficult shortcut that requires PRB to do. So here we go. We're just going to hold PRB.
Yeah, this is kind of a make or break moment of the run, and it happens to be the second to last track of the game.
Yep, Abel has just made the shortcut. Very nicely done. He's hopefully going to hold PRB for a little bit longer and do it 2 more times.
Yeah, to give a bit of reference for a little bit how difficult this is. Oh man,
We lost PRB.
every single mini turbo has to be released within, I think it's like 1.1 seconds for egg from the previous one, and we also need to space all of them out just right so that we're able to cut that shortcut at just the right spacing with our mini turbos. So it's a very difficult strat, but in terms of difference between PRB world record and non-PRB world record, one of the largest gaps in the game at about 9 seconds between the PRB world record and non-PRB. Oh no, 7 seconds between the two. So definitely a strat that you want to be hitting if you can.
Yeah, incredibly difficult. If we don't have PRB, we can still do a couple shortcuts. As you can see, we can go off that ramp and skip turn right here, and now we can go across this off-road bridge. Even without PRB or any boost, we can still go over it, and it saves a bit of time. And
Yeah, nobody
we're
wants
ending
to
the
drive
run right
that outer road. If you're doing that,
Yeah.
get good.
Honestly. And now we're coming up to the very last track of the run. This is GCN Yoshi Circuit from Double Dash. Very cool track. If you look at the minimap, it's actually shaped just like Yoshi. We're
I'll
gonna do
just activate it
yeah.
now in a second.
Yep, good PRB over the shortcut. And
Yeah.
there's Yoshi, wow.
Yeah, so this is a pretty hectic last track in the run. It's not really one of your Rainbow Roads or Bowser Castle grand finales, but it's very, very insane kind of managing everything. The Yoshi Circuit has 30 item boxes in total, which is the most of any track. So you're going to be seeing the CPU cycling through a ton of items, and especially when you're on really good pace, you're just hoping that they're not going to grab anything too powerful while you're focusing on your lines, especially this second half of the track where Abel's going to be getting some very tight mini turbos and getting really close to the walls and hopefully spacing everything right so that he doesn't hit anything.
Yeah, the highest level lines on this track are pretty difficult to pull off. But Abel here is very good at the game. They've playing for a very long time. So we have one more lap here. Time is going to be called right when we cross the finish line on lap 3. So let's just enjoy this last lap of driving. Oh, hi, Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi's telling me to get off the
God.
circuit.
He said this is my track.
Random invasive Yoshi.
No, this I wouldn't say it's invasive. This is where he lives.
Okay, well, yeah, fair enough, yeah. Poor choice of words there.
He really wanted to say hi.
Yes. All right, so we're about to call time now. And time. Okay.
Well
Alright.
done.
Thank you very much. 53:44, which is quite a decent run. Cool. Okay. So we'll start with some closing remarks. That was Mario Kart DS 32 tracks. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Secondly, thanks to Summer Games Done Quick for having us. It's a real privilege to have been chosen to showcase the game I've loved most, and especially when fundraising for benefiting Doctors Without Borders is at the heart of it. So please do keep donating. It's a really important cause. Puddings, would you like to add anything in regards to our community and where you can find us?
So, the Mario Kart DS community. So first off, we have a Discord. You can find it both on speedrun.com or just a whole bunch of other places. Mario Kart DS Network. It's never too late to join in to the Mario Kart DS community. We have a thriving online scene, time trial scene, RTA scene, and even a newly kind of invigorated task scene as well. So it doesn't really even matter. You don't need any experience. We have some of our best players in the world who have just picked up the game within the last year or so. So never too late to join. We have a ton of people who are all willing to help you get better, and hope to see you there.
Mm-hmm. And before we go, I'd like to shout out, we do have some ongoing events right now in the MKDS community. So if you join the Mario Kart DS network, you will see that we are currently in the 2024 Wi-Fi Championships. This is a yearly online event in which some of the best players go online in 1v1 matches to see who is the best online player. It's a lot of fun to watch. Unfortunately, it's already ongoing, so you can't join. But definitely do join to see what some of the best players can do online. And we also have in the Mario Kart DS task community an ongoing task competition. It's never too late to join, so you can still learn the task and come on in. We're having every few weeks a task challenge in which you're given a certain task and you have to make a task out of it, and you get to compare with other taskers. It's a lot of fun, even if you're not too experienced. So definitely come and join and check it out. As for the three of us, we all have Twitch, Mikey, Laura, Abel, and Puddings, so definitely follow us on Twitch, and you'll see some streams every now and then. We also have YouTube channels where you can see some of our time trial runs. And thank you all so much again for having us.
Thank you very much. And also thank you, Jadelyn, for joining us and for reading donations. And a special shout out to Laser Trap, by the way. They're a backup MKDS runner physically at the event. It's a shame we couldn't be there in person.
Thank you, Laser Trap.
But thank you so much. It's MKDS will never die. Thank you. And I think that's more or less it.
That's great. This was really helpful for me. There's one thing, just because I've been watching a bunch of the runs. Is there a point, and because I know you're all explaining this so well, like I learned so much, I feel like I could take the DS quiz right now and actually be effective. It was great. In the first several tracks, there's a lot of information coming out, but is there maybe after the first circuit a place where we can jump in and get donations, because we have a lot of incentives coming up tomorrow, and I have a feeling that producers are going to want jump-ins every now and then, and it was a solid long time of tech explanation, and I don't want to cut you all off unexpectedly when you're in the middle of something important.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think? So, Luigi's Mansion, maybe?
Luigi's Mansion is what I was thinking. Is like the track
I think
where
that's
we
our
can
best. I think that's our
draw.
best bet for having time for donations. Yeah.
Yeah, because then that splits up the first ones really well, because Peach Gardens was such a nice open one to do donations with, but I will make a note of that.
Okay.
Yes, perfect. Donations, yes, thank you, Mikey.
Of course.
That'll be great. I just don't want the producers to like be poking me and then you all to be taken by surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, yeah, Luigi's Mansion it is then.
Perfect.
Do you think there's anything else that we could shift around, or what do you think of the run overall?
I loved the run. I didn't realize how much of it I was already familiar with because of how much I've played. Especially, what was the very last one? Oh, the Yoshi circuit. Because I've played that one and everybody tells me these are the skips you're supposed to do and I can never do them. So it was really neat to get to see them done so efficiently.
Yeah, it's insane how many of these tracks are now in 8 Deluxe. Like practically, I think almost the entirety of the Flower Cup is in 8 Deluxe now. Like Shroom Ridge, Waluigi Pinball, Desert Hills is in Mario Kart Wii, Delfino Square is in Mario Kart Wii. They're all retros by now. But
yeah, I think everything was really good. It flowed well. You all complement each other brilliantly.
Thank you.
I'm very excited. Thank you for having me so that we could all get, well, really so I could get used to the run. This is perfect since you'll be my first run tomorrow. So I'm extra hyped to bring this up.
fantastic. Thanks so much again, Jadelyn.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you all.
So you're going to say something, Puddings, I think?
No, I'm just going to say I'm just very excited for the opportunity to do this as well. I mean, somebody who's like been aware of GDQ probably since like GDQ 2012, I think, is the first one I watched on like my mom's shitty Windows Vista computer.
Let's go.
I'm just like, wow, this is crazy.
I know, this is, it's so cool to be a part of this, and I'm glad that I get to do it with you guys. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, first time this game's popped up on GDQ, I think, in 5 years. Last time was 2019.
That's so great.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, perfect. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop, but thank you so much for having me, and I will see you all tomorrow.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
See you later.
All right, thank you. All right, see ya.
Bye.
See ya. Bye. Guys.
All right.
Guys,
That was our best one yet.
I think we're...
Yeah, we nailed it.
I think we're ready.
I do think the one thing that we like can finalize is making sure we know who says what, because like we kind of scrambled with one person saying another thing. So
yeah,
I can just say real quick, like figure eight circuit, Puddings can explain snaking, and then I'll explain why we use.
I'll flip to you for cart combo. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like we've definitely flowed much better than like the first time. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how things are going, and I'm sure tomorrow will be absolutely fine.
Absolutely.
Go back to Ramby. Go back to Ramby.
Okay.
You know what the people want.
Oh,
the people.
I have a question. So after we do the thing tomorrow, I'll be like, I'm gonna go live like straight away. Because there will potentially be like new joiners and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys want to like. I thought maybe we could play Wi-Fi or I don't know what we could do. Something interactive like a 4-player lobby or I don't know. Or do you guys have to go?
No, I'll be good. I got my work schedule changed around, so I get out of work and then I like immediately have to just like quickly take a shower and then get to immediately into the green room. So, but I'll be all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
awesome.
if the run's at 3, then I should definitely be able to stick around for like a couple hours after. I'd love to, yeah.
Oh, wicked. That's great.
Check the
And,
GDP schedule.
Yeah. And I was gonna ask this after the run, but I guess I could ask now. So for the Wi-Fi Championship, I don't know if you want to do it again, but I'd be really happy to like commentate the finals if you're in again, because that was a lot of fun, and I think we'll be able to do even better this year.
I have absolutely no objections for you two to commentate. That was so good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It depends actually if it depends actually if Abel's opponent is in Japan with him though, and if that lines up. Yeah.
I mean, I mean, look, it's such a stacked tournament compared to last year. I mean, Jay is in it, 2XXL, Amayuki, which you cannot count out, and so many players. Vivid,
Kenichi are also, Kenichi's pretty easy to beat, if I'm being honest. But the fact that he's still playing is insane.
Yeah. Guys, I think almost in his 60s by now.
I love that picture. Jeez. I love the picture that you showed me of him with the beer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet them in a month's time. Even though a lot of it might be quite a bit of awkward interacting and gesturing and stuff, but it's gonna be cool. Yeah.
Because do you know any Japanese?
I used to know plenty more back in the day, but I've forgotten like 90% of it.
Will Kyle be there?
Kyle unfortunately had to return to the States because he doesn't have any accommodation or something.
He could have been a really good translator.
Yeah, but from what I understood, Nine and Kingu speak an okay amount of English to get by, so...
Yeah, I've had a conversation in English with Kingu before, so...
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's really confident.
On that phone call, yeah.
Was it,
Yeah, it was Thomas who called just a bunch of random Japanese players at ESA and then, like, forced us to talk to him.
I think I was there when we video chatted with 2XXL at some point, but I don't remember if Kingu was there or if I was there for the Kingu call. But yeah, I remember 2XXL being called.
You were practicing, I believe. And they also got Folk on the line. I don't know how he still is in contact with that guy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The guy apparently was playing the other day.
Is the next... Oh, the exchange battle is next week, so...
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, by the way...
Also,
go ahead.
I was just going to say that the run is 25 minutes later than it was like 2 days ago. So because the event runs a little bit late. So...
Oh, okay, well that's fine then.
Gives me a bit more time to... just for my own like benefit.
I was just going to say that the RTA in Japan 32 track run is going to be, or it's for the time being scheduled to be at 5 o'clock in the morning Japanese time. So I'm ultra fucked.
What does that even mean for...
It's
I don't even know.
It's like 10 p.m. UK time, roughly.
Yeah, because Japan's 8 hours ahead of the UK, I think.
Yeah.
And then we're 5 hours behind the UK, so...
The issue with that is that my hotel is on the other side of Tokyo, so I'd probably have to stay there like all night until the run actually begins. And I told Nine about this, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know if many Japanese players will attend now." I'm like, "Shit, man, what the fuck?" I mean, understandable. I mean, Jesus Christ, 5 a.m. So I'm just gonna try and contact the organizers and see if they can shift it around. Spare the silly gaijin from being even more jet lagged. But yeah.
Yeah, I think that... Okay, I think I did the math right. I think that would be, like... Actually, it would be a perfectly reasonable, like, 4 p.m. for US East.
Oh, shit. So... Okay, well... okay, as long as it gets through for the West, it's fine, I suppose. But I mean, I would hate it. I would hate the experience to be ruined for the Japanese players. I don't want to drag them 5 o'clock in the morning. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry chat for ignoring 90% of you for the last hour, but thank you all for being here and for cheering and for saying hello. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we're just hanging out. So that was possibly unless you guys want to do another run. I don't know if you guys want to do another run, but I think we're ready.
Yeah, that felt really good. I feel like I'm all set to go forth tomorrow.
Yep, me too.
Yeah, okay. I think that's cool. You know what? I might as well just do another run. Like, we don't have to commentate or anything. I'm just gonna start up.
Yeah,
with
I wouldn't even be able to stay for the entire length of it anyway.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah.
You can dip whenever you want. I'm just gonna do some attempts. I can't believe with these attempts we got sub 51 sum of best. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like over the week we got like 3 or 4 golds already.
I was fucking half-assing it the whole way. I just don't understand. There was one, I can't remember which track it was, where it golded and it made no sense. Was it like Banshee Boardwalk or I can't remember which one.
No, it was a nitro track. It was a nitro track.
Oh,
Shroom Ridge.
yeah, sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, we did.
yeah.
Yeah, because you got the PRV, right?
I did.
PRV, you just didn't mess up.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm just gonna do attempts, I suppose.
Yeah, I think I'll leave the call, but I'm probably gonna have this on the background just to watch.
Yeah. No problem, Mikey. No problem. Thanks a lot for being here as always.
Yeah, of course. I'm always happy to be here.
Yeah, we're
Got more
gonna.
Carter contest to do tonight.
Oh yeah.
I need to actually get into that and do my.
You got until next week. Don't
yeah,
worry, like, I'm not gonna
okay,
be doing
okay.
that.
Yeah, we're all good.
Well, actually, you're auto into the bracket, so you don't even have to worry about it for like another week after that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What was I gonna say? Totally forgot. But yeah, no, guys, we're gonna kill it tomorrow. Like, we're gonna do
Absolutely.
the MKDS Nation State proud.
I'm so excited. All right, I'll head off now, but thank you again for having me. I'll be in touch very soon. Thank you everyone for tuning in with me.
Cheers, Mikey. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
All right,
Bye.
see y'all.
God, man, I hope Rainbow Road doesn't fuck me. Puddings, you there? Pudding's dipped. Pudding's dipped as well? I'm alone! I'm alone. I thought Puddings was gonna stay. Alright, no problem. I get it. Alright, headphones off. I can actually hear myself a bit more. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm over exaggerating. I know you guys probably wanna do something else. But yeah. Might as well just do some more attempts. See if we can just refine my technique for tomorrow. But yeah, vote for now. I can interact with you guys, and in fact, I'm gonna probably turn on text to speech and rewards again. You'll all be very, very happy to hear. So just bear with me a second. Good luck with the run tomorrow. Thank you very much, Meta Rota. Rack Attack, thank you for the good luck. Now, where's my... Alright, created dashboard. Viewer rewards. Power ups and channel points. Where are my able points? Okay. Alright, able points are being re-enabled. Get it? Re-enable. Oh god. Okay, should be back up now. Hey, Flora. Do you see what I did with my message back there? Cooper fell in hot lava and he is now cool. Wait, I'm processing that right now. Cooper fell in hot lava and he is now cool. My brain is too logical for that to, you know, make any sense to me. But yeah, that's actually, I do like the sunglasses. That's nice. The NPC sunglasses. Is there a Rob in there? Okay, Rob, you can stay. You can stay. Guys, did you enjoy having Jadelyn being the host? I think she did a great job. So give her a clap, please. Thank you, Luca. We are now ready for tomorrow, and I'm just practicing. Thunder God 2564, thanks very much for the follow. Thank you for all the follows we've had earlier on. And I believe there was a resub from James. Thank you very much. And Kaizo-san, thank you very much for the 12 months and for the 2 months. Thank you. Apologies for not getting to those earlier. We were just so focused, knowing we're going to be running in front of 50,000 people all across the world, spreading the MKDS gospel. Oh yeah. She had a nice voice. Very, very nice. Yeah, I'm doing good, James. Very, very optimistic for tomorrow's run. I feel like we've got it down. Oh my god, how is there a green there? How is that item box housing a green shell? Like, what the fuck? It all sounded indistinguishable from the real thing. Flawless job. Ah, the real thing will be even better, brother. Stay tuned for tomorrow, 8 PM British summertime. Twitch.tv/games. Done quick. It went right in front of me. Plus, I'll be really happy if I get a 53. If I can get a 53 in a marathon, that'll be insane. Look at these green shells. Am I nervous? I mean, it's normal to be a bit nervous. I mean, you're running to... Oh, that is just so unlucky. I almost got shot off the track there. It's... I mean, right now, I'm not... I can't even talk. I'm not nervous right now, but a bit closer to the day, I definitely will be. Around this time tomorrow. It's not. I mean, it's completely normal. You're going to be running to tens of thousands of people on Twitch. The advantage is that I'm doing it from the comfort of my own room. What is more important for me? It's not about what's more important. Like, in one sense. In what sense? Both are important. How was Rotterdam? It was brilliant, yeah. It's good. Went to TwitchCon. Said hello to a few people. The majority of the streamers, like the featured streamers who had meet and greets, I had no idea who they were. I mean, I knew 360 Chris M, obviously, because he does like the Mario Sunshine speedruns and Mario 64 on VC and stuff. And there was, I think, one other person I follow, was somebody called Samora. I don't know if you guys know who Samora is. But other than that, I didn't know anybody else. So yeah, see you guys for the 2026 Abel meet and greet in San Diego or something. But yeah, Rotterdam was a lot of fun. It was good. Yeah. First time experiencing TwitchCon, so. Meet and greet in Sheffield. TwitchCon Sheffield. Thank you for the 5 bits. There was actually a TwitchCon in London a few years ago, but that was when I wasn't even using Twitch or anything. Like in 2018. In Madrid, yeah, 100%. Has there been one in Madrid yet? Are you rolling loud in Vienna? What do you mean, rolling loud? TwitchCon Vienna could be sick, actually. I've never been to Austria. Like, the Netherlands is another country which I've ticked off my list. Music festival. I don't know about this music festival, I'm afraid. Oh, that was close. I didn't think I had enough boost. Look at those. Did you see those dual mushrooms on the railing? Went to a music festival in Asturias. Oh, shit. Whereabouts in Asturias? Asturias, patria querida. Geek Boy 400, thank you for the follow. Asturias de mis amores. Cangas de Onís. Oh, okay. I think my grandfather was from there. No joke. How did you dodge that? I just had enough boosts, Getty. By the way, did you add an 83 to your name? I feel like your name's different. Also, Essie's name is different. Oh, God bless the pokies. Okay, so the only key thing we need to change about tomorrow, we've already taken notes, is we need to allow for some donations around Luigi's Mansion after briefly explaining the shortcut history. There's just too much to mention about this game. It won't be enough time, so we'll probably have to compromise. But yeah, we're definitely ready. We're definitely ready. It's going to be a good time. And straight after that, I will go live. So right after the run, be sure to go to twitch.tv/Abel for more MKDS. What are you doing, Luigi? You're in 6th place. Jesus. Yeah, I think the Luigi's Mansion shortcuts, I feel like by the time you're... Because the problem with explaining shit in this game is that it's so quick. By the time you're explaining about what frames you're doing and what you're lining up with, I'm already out the mansion, and like the visual image that people get might be very, very different, you know what I mean? So that's the only worry I have about explaining it at all. Christ. Yeah, that could be good. Just so Luigi's Mansion isn't the air isn't filled up too much on Luigi's Mansion. I'm all for that. I'll just let you guys do your thing. This is why we veto Rob every single time. ¿En alguna run de esta semana te ha salido el shortcut de pinball? No. Voy a intentarlo ahora de nuevo, pero... lo tenemos muy difícil. MK Dasher, thank you so... Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you so much for the 11 months. 1 month away from that golden DS. Jesus Christ. We got a single mushroom in 7th place. Alright, here goes. We had an okay line there, but we didn't get the bounce. Thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. The all-time great of this game. I was looking at chat. Okay, I was looking at chat, alright. Valor, thank you so much for the 2 months. 2 months, man. Appreciate it. More emotes should be coming your way. Very, very soon. But yeah, guys, if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, it entitles you to a free sub on my channel. Helps me out. So I really do appreciate that. Remember, you gotta manually resub every month to keep the streak going. Gosh, why did I get that stupid bounce? But yeah, we'll be losing a lot of time here, sadly. A lot went wrong here. I should have just not attempted it altogether. BRB, I'm just going to quickly beat my Shroom Ridge gold. Again. Ah, it's a shame. Now, I think the next thing at an event that needs to happen is a race. A 32 tracks race or a missions race. And this is something that I feel is a huge missed opportunity for the RTA in Japan event. You got so many players with capture card setups over there, and in particular Towa could have made the journey and done a 32 tracks run since he's second place, and I think that would have been an amazing, amazing showcase. But I'll definitely push for that in the future. Yeah, Towa definitely has the potential.
Let's get steady, Eddie. Let's get steady, Eddie. Let's get Eddie to tumble. Watch him.
Oh, got a TTS, and I forgot to put my volume up, so I can't even hear it. Oh. I can see it's Witty Janta, so it's going to be a good one, no doubt.
Hospital bed in a minute head, glorious giant thick cast clacked and alerted King Julian and the mort foot fetish.
Okay. Yeah, if we play the way we play against Slovakia, it's so fucking over. At this moment in time, whoever wins between Germany and Spain, I think they'll be the winners of the tournament. But yeah, England are completely and utterly fucked if they keep playing the way they played. Someone way to dodge without an MT. Red Shard's go, oh, where'd he go? Could you replace Southgate for the Bants? I may be a football fan, but I know fuck all about football tactics. To be fair. I don't think it's that Southgate doesn't know about football tactics or anything. Yeah, I got fucked, you stupid pile of metal. I just think that he isn't reactive or adaptive enough. Because if England made it to a World Cup semi-final and the final of a European Championship in the last couple years, it's because he's doing something right. He may not be utilizing the players to the maximum, to their maximum potential, but I think something he's done right. Dude, I fell off here so frequently. What is happening? Wrong way. How am I making these mistakes? Ay, ay, ay. This is like 20 seconds lost instantly. Should I just do a no resets? It's kind of depressing. So excited for Germany, Spain. Yeah. That's gonna... Well, this round's gone. That's gonna be very, very good. If France loses, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't really feel for France. I'm sorry. If Switzerland beat England, then I'd want Switzerland to go all the way. If it isn't for Spain or Portugal. Oh. But yeah, the Netherlands have potential, but they play... I just feel like the Dutch play so dirty. Or is it just me? Like, so many Robs in that team, man. Just such aggressive tacklers. Very physical team, the Dutch one. Okay, as long as Rob stays in the middle of the pack, we're good. Don't win by playing pretty. And like some coach said in the past as well, you play football in the grass, not in the sky. It's meant to be played on grass, not in the clouds. Wonder who said that. Can anybody guess the manager who said that? I'll respect you so much if you can actually guess it. Alright, we're green. There was a manager as well who famously told another player during a match when they had a concussion and the medics were looking at him, he came up he came up to the medics and said, because this guy was a defender, right? Came up to the medics and said, "Tell him he's Pele. There's 10 minutes left." So funny, man. Hey Saku, thanks so much, man. Thank you for the good luck. Do check out the SGDQ run happening tomorrow. Oh, DK, don't do this. Oh, exclamation mark SGDQ. Dude. Look at DK, man. It's so fucking annoying. Always does this shit. Sorry for the rage. But yeah, SGDQ run tomorrow for 32 tracks. Check it out. Go to the Games Done Quick website and find the schedule to get your local time zone. But yeah, it's going to be around 8 PM UK time. A bit of PRB action. Don't hurt anybody. Nice. If one team plays Catenaccio, you know you'll get extremely boring football. I don't know what that statement means. It's so tiring, man. Probably gonna get another red. No. Oh, okay. I didn't know it had a name. Sorry. I'm really not that into football tactics. And I really should be, but never got into them. Well, I mean, I know what formations are and all this, but maybe not as deep. Nice. Mourinho's now the coach of Fenerbahce? You're camping tomorrow, so you can't watch the run. Ah, dang. What you can do is then catch it on the YouTube channel. They upload the runs like pretty much almost instantly, from what I understood. So subscribe to their YouTube channel, and within like the day or two, it should be up. Will I be able to go behind the pokey? Yes. We're gonna poke our way behind. Now you enjoy your camping experience. Don't you worry, we'll be fine. You can watch the run later on. Just the worst positioning for the banana, man. Oh. Nice little jump there. Suppose I have to do the dock jump 3 out of 3. We're also not getting anywhere. Yeah, Wario turned into a pirate there, didn't he? Lost Sage 9, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Best character hit sound effect. It might be Wario, honestly. Wario or Waluigi, one of the two. Oh! Good little dodge there. Very cute dodge. Sadly, we're red. I don't want to go for the shortcut, but I feel like I have to for the sake of practicing. Last ditch practice. They are just so aggressive, these fucking CPUs, man. Alright, we get 3 chances now unless we get booed. I'm not gonna get it. I mean, I'll attempt it at the event, but there's no way. What I do definitely need to practice is the practice. I mean, it's really what's really screwed it up for me was the RNG for Rainbow Road in these practice runs, especially the one today. Okay, one more chance unless we get lightninged or booed. At best, we'll get like a high bounce and be like, oh, I almost got it. Dang! Maybe next marathon. In 3 years. Oh, it's so tough. I don't have enough time to go for the bumper hit there, so I'm gonna go around. Nice, okay. Still quite even on my average splits, so it's okay. Triple bananas for both DK and Toad. Twitch.tv/games done quick. Follow them right now, Valor. I will send a notification to my Twitch channel for when we're going live. But yeah, take it easy. I will be live here after the run, by the way. After the run ends on their channel. Just FYI. Hey, Lindra. Yeah, I'll be running remotely. Thankfully. Move, fellas. Please move, man. Such fuckheads. I had such a good pace. It would have golded. Hands down. Oh. You been lurking? All good. Yes, there is a Twitch channel that casts the GDQ event in Spanish. I think it's called Speedruns Español or Gaming Spa. I forgot. ¿Qué dice Simple del Mario Kart? Pues que estoy listo para ganar la Mayor mañana. ¿Cómo van las pracs, Javi? ¿Vais a la Dreamhack? ¿Cuál? ¿A la de Valencia? ¿O a dónde? Ojo, chat, que este le desarrollé en un jugador profesional, ¿eh? A la de Valencia. Qué bien. Os deseo toda la suerte posible. Seguro que tendréis un buen placing. Hay buenos equipos ahora en la escena que van a LANes. O sea, ¿tú crees que hace... comparado con hace cuando yo estaba jugando, hay mejores equipos? ¿El nivel subió, bajó? El Javi es un pro español en el CS, en el CS2. 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 Me salió ahí el andaluz y todo. Era un random y Nagisa me convirtió en pro. ¿Quién es Nagisa, tú? No me suena de nada. ¿Hay menos equipos? ¿Se pasaron al Valorant o qué? Creo que hay mucha movida ahora en el Valorant. Ah, vale, te entiendo. Hostia. Movistar Riders. Buah, la última vez que veía sus partidos, me acuerdo que se estaban intentando clasificar a la mayor. Estaba el Mopoz, estaba... ¿Quién estaba? No me acuerdo, tú. De hecho, jugaron una mayor, ¿no? Tiene pegatina. Oh, me acuerdo de mi primer partido. Uno de mis primeros partidos competitivos. No, de hecho, mi primer partido competitivo de liga, de torneo, era contra el Mopoz. En el 2015. En una liga de estas de mierda de España, de SL. Y les ganamos, les metimos pipas. Pero luego nos metieron, creo que 14 rondas seguidas. Alex Sumpayus Deaths, sí. Sí, me acuerdo. Me acuerdo que gané yo el clutch, el 1 contra 1 en Inferno. Teníamos la bomba plantada en B. Y era un 1 contra 1, no sé si era contra Mopos o... No me acuerdo. Sorry, the Spanish is taking over my body today. Apologies. I'm not going to do the shortcut today, screw that. Sorry, it's just me and Javi are reminiscing about the old Counter-Strike days. He still competes, but, you know, I'm back here in my roots. So we're great CS appreciators, no doubt. Ah, sí, os eligió. ¿Cómo se llama? El de las barbas. Arki. ¿Y qué tal? ¿Va bien? This is quite good MC. Oh my god, get fucked, Rob. This is a gold? Yeah, baby. Gold split. Pretty unexpected. Improvable run. El gold. El oro. Split de oro. Okay, hopefully a CPU will hit that. La sección dorada. Y ahora entra en español. Tú, que este habla... Tú, que no sabía que era español este. Tú, que el guiri habla español, tú. Hostia, tú, flipa. Que el guiri habla español, tú. Que no sabía que el guiri El guiri habla español, tú. Yo, todos los días tengo a un español que entra y me dice lo mismo. Hacho, que el British este... Nivel tiene español, ¿eh? El British... I don't know, Mikey, if you know, but we've got this sort of inside joke with the Spanish viewers that every time there's a new I thought I was going to hit that. Every time there's a new Spanish viewer come into my stream, they're really taken back by the fact that I actually speak fluent Spanish and that I am actually Spanish. And they always have the same reaction, like, dude, this guy speaks Spanish? What? So that's the joke. Dude, the foreign guy speaks Spanish? Sí, ya sé que es murciano, ya sé. So it's sort of an inside meme that we have. Te iba a preguntar, Javi, que hace poco en Murcia estabais todos... Bueno, sé que tú no eres de la ciudad, pero en Murcia hubo como tormentas, se inundó todo. Que lo vi en las noticias. Oh. Okay, this was pretty good. Uh-oh. Una lluvia normal. De acuerdo. Menos mal, ¿no? Okay. We're on semi-okay pace. Estoy hasta los cojones del calor de Madrid, no tiene sentido. Aquí estamos a 20 grados. Estamos súper cómodos. Pero en agosto me voy a morir cuando tenga que ir a Japón. Tú, aún me siguen llamando Nagi. Dime. Dime, sí. Sí. Ya. Sé que ibas a decir eso. 39 en Toledo. Uf. Eso es insoportable. Oh, this is so hard. This circuit, oh, is so difficult. Ah, sí. ¿Y cuánto de ello viene de hablar con guiris en el CS? Ah, pero me acuerdo que estabas mejorando. O sea, te doy todo el crédito. Sí, lo típico de... shut the fuck up, don't rotate. Why you rotate? He's pushing! He's pushing tunnel! Blow! Red, what you looking? You have to el... Joder, ¿cómo se llamaba este tío? El que jugaba con Flipping. Es el Tense. Ese tiene como 40 años ahora. Buah. En uno creo que dijo, en un clip dijo, "You mother and you father, no education, no education." O, buah. Dude, there was a guy. Oh, it was this old guy. Wolfgang Killers. That was one of the best fucking streams I've ever... He was like actually level 1 face it. Level 1 face it rank. This like 60-year-old man. He's just like shit talking everybody. Your father education. Oh my god, I need to oh my god, I need to post this in the Discord. It's so funny, man. I'm gonna watch Wolfgang Killer clips later on. Okay. Focus time. I'm gonna do... Ojo, Javi, ojo. ¡Boom! ¿Tienes el clip casteándote? ¿A qué te refieres? Ah, sí, lo tengo guardado por ahí. Lo tengo en un disco duro. O sea, lo tengo guardado aquí. Sí, era en... ¿No era en caché? Que iba haciendo el bunny. Sí, ese lo tengo guardado, creo. Okay, we've just sent that banana into deep interstellar space. It's gonna get to another Rainbow Road track in 53,000 light years. Mark my words, chat. Okay. Ay. Let's try it again. No. Too bad. You ate it, thanks. Lindra is an alien confirmed. I did it wrong there. Alright, this run's officially dead. Yeah. Dasher, I got this during practice. I'm gonna start doing it in runs. Like once. It's actually, like I've been doing it in practice with commentary and stuff. Yeah, so I'm gonna try it tomorrow. Okay, whatever. Plus 17 because I was fucking around.
Shout out to Hot Dr. Pepper.
Shout out to Hot Dr. Pepper. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go for the hard strat here. And this will be a gold split, mark my words. Wario still wants me to PRB. No, Abel, go into the right line. Oh, almost a 39 still. Is snake drifting easier with D-pad or circle pad? It's really just down to personal preference, but historically the community has always used the D-pad. But there are people who do use the C-pad. It's a very, very new trend, though. There's really nothing... There's really no evidence to suggest that one is better than the other, so... Just personal preference, really. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we're definitely ready for tomorrow. I'm quite happy with everything that's... with our commentary and everything in general, so... Sounds easier on the fingers? If you're referring to, like, the D-pad being imprinted on your thumb, then it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Trust me, I think the C-pad can get really, really annoying. But I mean, it's just down to personal preference, like I keep saying. Okay, nice. Cut a second there. Yeah, DS Lite fucking sucks dick. Do not play on a DS Lite. The molds are on cycles. They're random in MK64, and this is something we're definitely going to mention during the run tomorrow. So, sucks for MK64. Molds are actual RNG during time trial. Can you actually believe that? When is the run exactly? The run is, excuse me, tomorrow at 8 PM British summertime. So 4th of July, 8 PM UK time, which I believe is 3 PM Central Standard? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, 8 PM UK time tomorrow. Oh, that is just... Yeah, you can check out the schedule there, which Parspunk linked. Just gonna run this as best as I can. Stupid airtime. And of course I get hit by the sides, and the red shell also hates me. And Luco Maluco. Oh. Yeah, horrendous. I just got a pot noodle, and that's the most revolting thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of pot noodles. I've got a cousin who loves them, though. Oh, I thought you meant you had a pot noodle ad. Oh, oh, okay, you have a pot noodle ad, okay. Hmm. Oh, Nothia. What? Nothia? That's wild. The one track I've been playing super poorly on is this one during practice. I have not gotten the PRB start effectively and cut the jump. Oh, if only that shroom was closer to the off-road. Hello, Sailor Moon. Thanks for the good luck. Sailor Moon, guys, the popular main character from the Sailor Moon anime. Celebrity guest appearance, only on the twitch.tv/Abel stream. Oh my god. Wow. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. My goodness. Jesus Christ. You are mad, whoever you are. We've met the goal. Thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes, guys. That is tremendously kind. I didn't land as a ghetto. But yeah, thank you, man. Whoever you are. Yeah, definitely a Gigabones moment for sure. Oh, I didn't double hop there. Oh, se come. Vamos a pedir un Kentucky. Y a parar de hacernos bocadillos de aire. Por fin. En esta familia. Perdón, en esta casa, que digo. Oh, keep letting go of A. Not good. Okay. Seems like my complaining let Abel be gifted 10 subs. You were complaining? Hey, Agar. Dude, these cranes. Getting out of control in here. Snaking as usual. Yeah. Trying to snake our way to the finish line. That is GDQ tomorrow in T-minus 20 hours. Be there or be square. Twitch.tv/games done quick. At should be, I believe you're in France, Agar, so that would be 9 PM your time. I kept PRB. I kept PRB and I hit the wall. Fuck. La competición de esto consiste en lo mismo. Sí, es acabar los 32 circuitos. Sí. En el mejor tiempo. Yo tengo el récord mundial de momento. 52 minutos 15 segundos. ¿No hay online? Sí, hay online. Date cuenta que este es un juego del 2005. Con una consola muy limitada, la Nintendo DS. Era el primer juego con online para Nintendo. Así que solo eran 4 jugadores. Solo es de 4 jugadores en cada lobby. Pero me encanta. Nos encanta aquí. Luego hay otras categorías como terminar todas las misiones, que también tengo el récord mundial. Terminar todas las copas, terminar todas las carreras en 100cc, 50cc, en modo espejo. O sea, hay diferentes categorías. Y mañana haré una demostración de... Joder, tío, la madre que te parió. Haré una demostración de los 32 circuitos en 150cc, que es lo que estoy haciendo ahora mismo. Que es la categoría principal. La velocidad. O sea, 50cc es el más lento. Luego está el 100cc y el 150. O sea, que es la velocidad más rápida del motor. El Taiwu. Diría más que soy el Forest. Que hay jugadores más jóvenes que son mejores todavía. Wow. ¿Ya no es bueno? Pues yo le vi el otro día haciendo unos taps en su stream, ¿eh? Sí, sé que está retirado, pero... aún tiene nivel, ¿eh? Dude, I keep letting go of A. Urgh. I have to finish out this run for the fans. Donk, sí, ya sé quién es. Ya me lo han enseñado. Es más feo que ni llamarle. Bueno, es un crío de 16 años. No voy a decir eso. Sí. Sí, ganó... tuvo unas rondas en ese torneo que las he visto. Sí, muy bueno. O sea, hace lo que le salga de los cojones. Piquea todo. Y gana, o sea, gana, no tiene nada más. Lo único que hace es ganar los duelos. Casi siempre. O sea, le vi ganar tantos duelos con un AK contra una WP. Es increíble. ¿Qué hago? Lo que he visto recientemente era el torneo donde ganó G2 con Stewie. Dude, I have no energy in the tank. Al Stewie, ¿qué le pasa? ¿Tiene una cara tan esquelética? Snacks, ¿como jugador? ¿Sigue jugando? Sí, sé que el coach es Stas. Y el de Face creo que es Neo, ¿no? Neo. These motherfuckers are always in the way, man. Oof. They won't leave me alone. Alright, let's get to the finish line here. Obligatory bubba. Tío Javi, pon el emote, el emoticono de MKDS Bubba. Tienes que hacerlo. Spamea, spamea. Aquí manda Bubba. Ahí está. Le voy a dar de comer en la tercera vuelta si puedo. Ahí, iba a decirte, Javi, no veo el buba. Ahí. Mira, le voy a dar de comer, mira. Toma plátano. Uh-oh. Las naves, muérase aquí. Aquí tengo... Se me traduce la precisión aquí también. Ok, voy a concentrarme ahora. Que este circuito es muy importante. It's just so easy, though. It's so easy. Sí, yo también. Estaba posicionado, pero perfecto. Para joderme la vida. Bueno, no está mal. Sí. Iba a ser un... seguramente... plus 20 o algo. Ahora, venga, a terminar la run ahora. Con una sección de oro. Una sección dorada. Me viene una roja. No puede ser. Ojo. ¡No puede ser! La cagué. Fue mi culpa. Ah, qué pena. Eso era oro. Yeah, I was actually thinking about that today, Dasha. I was gonna tell you, and then I realized, you probably have to, like, apply a long time ago. That's a shame. Would have been so perfect to get your insight throughout the whole way. But anyway, yeah, almost sub 54. Had some pretty bad RNG. Serpenteo. Aquí podemos ver como el corredor circula el circuito haciendo derrapes repetidamente. Esto se refiere al serpenteo. El serpenteo. El snacking. O el boosting. El timing es de un frame perfecto. God, man, there's even a Russian restream of GDQ and like of ESA and stuff. I found it. I found a Russian restream of my ESA run from 2022. Boy. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow's the big day. In fact, I'll just post the GDQ link straight away. Go follow that channel. I'll be live. Well, my run will be live on... Yep, tomorrow, 4th of July. I will send a ping in my Discord around just before the usual time I start my stream. So 8 PM or so, UK time. Thanks so much, guys, for all the support as usual. The gifted subs from Anonymous, all the follows, and for just hanging out in general. Tomorrow's a big day for me, leaving school and also prom day. Oh yeah, have a good time at your prom. It's sad you can't catch the run live, but you'll be able to watch it on YouTube afterwards. But yeah, congratulations, Kinder. Let's give you a nice clap for that. Alright, alright, let's see who we could raid. I would raid GDQ, but they have 62,000 viewers, by the way. So doesn't really make that much sense. Alright. See if we can raid. In fact, see if there's anybody doing GDQ. Any GDQ runs right now. MK Alpha, yeah, you know what? Sure. Yeah, let's do MK Alpha. "96 track speed runs. Give him some love." Thanks, Kinder. Appreciate it. Cool. Alright, guys. Be there or be square. Gonna be raiding MK Alpha now. See you later. Thanks for the support as usual. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.